my name is Walter Beede, aka Coach Beede. You know, for the last several months, almost going now on a year and a half, I've had the opportunity to speak with parents and student athletes from all across the country in reference to youth baseball, my opinions, my thoughts, not only as a parent, but as a former head coach at the collegiate level and obviously as a former player. I thought I would create this course particularly for those parents and student athletes that are just beginning their journey and have aspirations of playing at the high school level. You know, for 90% of all youth baseball players, high school will become the highest level that they will play at. And so youth baseball, primarily from the ages of 8 through say 14, and I use the grade of 8 years old or first or second grade as the introduction. They go beyond coach pitch, and now it's, you know, the peers and the athletes competing against themselves. That can be either at the minor league level of a little league or rec ball, or obviously an 8U travel ball organization where the athletes are competing against themselves. I thought I would begin here to let parents know that the basics of 8 to 14 or 15 are very, very simple. First, every single student athlete is beginning their journey. It's an individual journey. This is very important to understand, that you want to embrace the today, the now version of your student athlete. So if we're starting at 8 or 9 years old, the basic concept is for them to learn things through a natural progression. The basic development of skill set with the combination of the baseball IQ, developing that baseball acumen of the rules, the concepts of the games, the intricate details as far as tagging up, tag plays, rundowns, etc. Those are the foundation pieces to all young student athletes. From a parental perspective, it's very important. In fact, it's critical not to compare your student athlete with any other student athlete, whether it's someone that might be older, a student athlete that could be the same age and slightly better with regard to current skill set. I want to let parents understand the focus of this course is for you to run your own race with your student athlete. There's no joy that can be derived doing comparatives. There's no worry about the skill set, where it is today and how that will be tomorrow. There is no correlation between your student athletes' current skill sets and how they will evolve once they get older. You have to understand, children are going to grow at different paces. Their ability levels are going to develop at different ages and stages. Also, the core foundational pieces to the sport of baseball are being able to play catch competitively. And this is where parents, whether you played the sport or not, playing catch can be as simple as playing catch with the tennis ball with no gloves, playing catch with the baseball, playing catch with the football, learning simply how to move and be able to play catch, meaning throwing to a target, receiving, and then transferring and throwing. Catch is a pivotal foundation piece to baseball at all levels and all ages.
If you have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, the best thing you could do for them, if you're capable of doing this, is go out and play catch with them 4 days a week at
Amen.
least. Go out and let them throw the ball more than 100 feet. Even if they can't make it, let them extend the ball out as far as they can and play long catch at least 2 times of those 4 days you're playing catch. There is no pitching lesson, there's no drill you could do that's going to enhance their skills more than them learning to build arm strength and resiliency in their arm.
The next is, hitting a baseball is arguably the most difficult, challenging feat with regard to being an athlete of any sport, meaning it's very, very tough to hit that moving object, round ball with round bat. Your expectations as a parent have to be that everything is going to happen with and over time, with growth and with a baseball development IQ-wise, their skill sets will get better. So allow that to happen organically, naturally. So it's very important for you as a parent to set realistic goals. Sit with your student athlete. Talk to them about the pain points. What are they unhappy with? Ask them, what would they like to get better at? Doesn't require expensive lessons, doesn't require expensive travel ball. You know, we often talk about the financial component to youth sports, particularly with regard to travel baseball, but I want parents to understand your most important resource as a parent is time. Time spent with your student athlete. Allow them to have that childhood. You don't need to take 4-hour drives to go play a game. You don't need to go into 30 or 60-minute lessons. And those types of skill sets between the ages of 8 to 14 happen in neighborhoods, playgrounds, backyards, wiffle ball games, school recess, those types of environments. For those parents that struggle with regard to the early stages of youth baseball, particularly, rec baseball, local baseball is plenty for your student athlete. You don't have to focus on one sport. You can allow them to play multiple sports because those other sports are going to help your children with their athleticism and their ability to process being in a competitive environment. You know, things that baseball really require at the ages of 8 to 14, things like decision making, meaning what is the situation? Runners on first and second, if the ball is hit to me, this is what I need to prepare to perform mentally and physically. The decision making processes of baseball is not something that can be bought or purchased. It happens through repetition. Parents, it's critical for you to understand the terminology. Repetition will always equal retention. The more you allow your student athlete, your child, to participate, fall or fail, the more retention they're going to be able to put into their future skill set development.
Take 2 or 3 things that you want your team to be good. Okay. Be the best catch playing team on the field. Be the best team that can handle the ball and throw it across the diamond. Okay. Be the best team to put the ball in play with 2 strikes. Because when we really break the game down, we make the game too difficult, Walter. The game comes down to the team that throws the most strike, plays the best catch, and puts the ball in the play the most, and plays aggressive, runs the bases aggressive. We try to do too much to make the game more difficult, and I think I totally agree with you. Quality repetition over and over, as simple as you can make it, is going to allow you for growth in development.
Lastly, allow your children to play with older and younger student athletes during those young ages of 8 to 14. They see it, they live it, they feel it. This truly will help you and your student athlete be prepared to get better over the next 4 to 6 years.